Hello, peoples of the internet. This is Eminough, and I guess I left my Mercury game on a little longer than I thought. Because we're out of population. We don't have any. All right, sorry for that ad. I kind of went into that a bit hotter than I thought I was going to. Let's see. So, there's not much of an indication as to what could have caused there to cease being people here. And let's go ahead and rush the children's crutch. No thanks, we don't have any of that right now. Let's go ahead and build abandoned colonists to return. First build a hab facility. Okay. Hurry. Yep, go ahead and do that. Colonists have returned. Okay, now let's go ahead and build one of these. Cost 3, but we don't have any. Okay. Okay, so now let's come over to our mine, Heiza. All of these mines have been depleted, so let's go ahead and demolish them. It will cost a little bit of money to do that, but that will be fine. Demolish, 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 and let's find another place to build an iron mine, just so we can have a little bit of money coming in. And let's see if we can't build just one more mine somewhere. Alright. So now what we're trying to do is increase pressure, which we could do. Except we don't have any slots currently. So what we're going to need to do is wait for us to reach 100 population, at which point we can build a thermal dust facility. And we're gaining 5 population per minute, if I'm not mistaken. Oops, wrong screen. Yep, 5 people every minute. Okay. Which means we are just 60 seconds away from being able to do that. And also, I thought I saw we had 2 culture points, but I must have been mistaken. In either case, this is a good example of how we can recover from things going wrong. So what I did here just now is I found out that we didn't have any population, which is the first major problem. Found out what we had to do to fix that, and so I rushed a hab unit so that we would have population again. And I'm building a children's crutch to increase the rate at which we gain new people living here. Let's go ahead and see what this is. Mining revenue boost for 200% for an hour. Sure. This time I'm not going in hot. Just wait a second, and I'll be right back, everyone. Alright, and we're back. And we have 100 population now, so let's go ahead and put that towards independence. And that also means that we've got a new slot available in which we will be putting a thermal dust facility. Alright, and now what we should do... Oh, we've got 8 million, so that credits, so good grief. Misclicks everywhere. I apologize, everybody. But what we're going to do is research silver mining, and then come over here, and let's build this mine up over here. And Sheena is a fine name. And let's see if we can't find a goodly amount of silver to mine. Okay, so right there's seems to be pretty rich in silver. Ooh. As does right here. Right, so right around here is 1, and right around here this one was right around here. Yeah, right around there is the second one. Okay. And now we've got much more money coming in. Let's go ahead and take up the offer of this video. I'll be right back, everyone. Please bear with me. Everybody, and we're back. Pardon the notification just now, but we've got 2 Genesis points now. Okay, and we are still trying to increase pressure, and we just got a local artist in Yedborough that created a poem that is being hailed as a true masterpiece and a landmark achievement in the developing culture of Mercury. Awesome. I bet high school students are going to be studying that for decades and centuries to come. But let's go ahead and put that culture point towards victory. Oh. In expert mode, only 1 culture point may be spent towards victory every 2 hours. I have clearly never played expert mode before, because I did not know that. Alright. Incoming transmission, cultural revenue boost. No thank you. Okay, so instead of that, why don't we... let's go ahead and put this... No, let's save this. Let's stockpile them in that case. I almost fell for the trap, but it's okay. So, in an hour and 16 minutes, thereabouts, we will be able to put another culture point towards an independence on Mercury. That is such an interesting handicap. I really enjoy it, but at the same time, it is going to be rather inconvenient. So let's just go ahead and stockpile culture points. That way, on the dot, every 2 hours, we will be able to put another culture point towards victory. Let's see. A hit painting has been released which portrays Yedborough as a sexy, vibrant, exciting city full of thrilling adventures and exotic romance. People have begun flocking to Mercury in the hope of capturing this dream for themselves, resulting in a minor population boom for Yedborough. Very cool. Also, Yedborough is a stationary point on... Well, not stationary, but it's a fixed point on the surface of Mercury, which means that as it comes into the night side, which it currently is right now, it's experiencing temperatures near 0 Kelvin. It's like negative 250 degrees Fahrenheit. And when it's on the day side, which is going to be in a couple seconds here, it goes up to nearly 900 degrees Fahrenheit. So what kind of materials are we using in our colonies that are protecting us from such dramatic temperature swings? I have no idea, but that is definitely going to be a major hurdle if we're going to be building fixed colonies on Mercury. Now, one of the potential solutions to this problem that we've come up with is to build cities on giant train tracks that circle the planet, that move at a pace sufficient to stay in the twilight zone, which is not the television show, but you see this band of like not quite day but not quite night near the rightmost edge of Mercury. That area is only like 200 or 175 Fahrenheit. And so the theory is that if we build cities that are mobile enough that they can stay in that area, that we wouldn't need to build specialized cities that will be able to take such dramatic temperature changes. We'd only need to be able to build cities that can keep us about 120 or 140 degrees cooler than the outside temperature. And that seems like a little bit too much effort to put into living somewhere for me. But of course, I'm not the one who decides whether or not we colonize a planet. You guys are. And of course, also, this isn't 100% true to real life, but it is still a pretty good simulation. And so we can, of course, work around a few of those rules, a few of those limitations, and colonize wherever we so desire. Now, I'm just curious, how much time has passed? Only 5 minutes, so another 112 minutes before we can put another culture point towards independence. Alright, let's come over to Yedborough. And the next facility is at population 250, which is just fine. It's just transmission, mining revenue boost. I feel like we already have that. Yeah, we do. So let's go ahead and decline that. Now, if it was compounded, and it would be a total of 400%, maybe. That would be a pretty tempting offer. But as of right now, that's not how it works. So we're just gonna go ahead and ignore that. And we have exactly 2 million credits, but it's climbing at a somewhat substantial rate. So let's go ahead, let's see about maybe oxygen. Okay, and actually let's go ahead and build research the Atmogen suite, which will hit two birds with one stone, as the saying goes, and now we only have a couple thousand credits. But it's totally fine, everybody. Now, in the last video, someone commented, and let me... I don't know if I should pull their name up, but I feel like doing that just so I can be slightly more personable, or I don't know. Anyways, in my very first TerraGenesis Mercury video, someone asked how to keep the pressure. How to increase the pressure on Mercury. And so apparently he's researched all of the pressure increasing facilities, which props to him for that. I don't know how long he's been working on Mercury, but that isn't a very easy feat to achieve, since you have to essentially spend 8 million credits to be able to do that. And I don't know if he said he's built any of the buildings, but you do have to build them. Just researching them doesn't cause the pressure to increase. You do have to actually build the facilities in a colony. And so that is what I'm doing right here. I'm building some thermal dust, and I'm also building a children's crèche here, which will help accelerate the rate at which we gain inhabitants. Let's see, 2 free Genesis points. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Please excuse me, everybody. Alright, and we're back, everybody. We now have 2 more Genesis points. Alright, so, like I was saying, one of my lovely subscribers, I think he's subscribed to me, but whether or not he's subscribed to me, he is still a very excellent human. And, anyways, he commented and asked the question he had about the game, and I promised him that I would address it in the next episode. So I just addressed it, and I did it to the best of my ability. Now, if any of you watching this video have any questions about a planet you're terraforming, or just about the channel or anything like that, feel free to comment that question below this video, and I will answer all not overly personal questions you ask me in the next video. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you. I will answer questions, and in the next episode or 2 we will, no, not that soon, but pretty soon, in maybe 5 episodes, we'll start thinking about which planet we want to do next. And at that point, you can definitely weigh in the comments below on which planet you want me to work on next, and I will go with the most requested one, as I usually do. Now let's go ahead and decline this one. And we still have an hour or 106 minutes, so an hour 46 before we can spend another culture point towards victory. So let's instead go ahead and, now I think, oh yeah, we can't access those, but I think that we get a buff on the Soletta, on the cost of building the Soletta. So that's definitely going to be the one that we would want to build first, both in the game and in real life. A huge orbital platform or mirror to help manage the temperature. That would, if that works the same way in real life as it does in the game, that would definitely be a huge help to managing the heat levels on Mercury. Oh, we've got 2 culture points now. Where did that second culture point come from? Oh yeah, from crossing 250 population. Okay. So get ready for some pretty big numbers. Actually, I don't know if they're going to be that big, but get ready for some larger than usual numbers in this culture cell right here, because we're stockpiling all of the culture points we need to become independent. Now, right now we're 5% victorious, which means we need, let's see, 95. We don't need 95 more. 95 divided by 5, though. It's going to be 19. Yeah, because you need 20 or 20 culture points in total. So we need 19 more culture points. So anything over that, we can go ahead and put towards these aspects of our culture and our government, but we are saving up until we hit 19 culture points. 100%, because that is how many more culture points we need. And of course, when the 2-hour mark rolls around, then we'll put one towards that, but for the most part, we really need to be managing how many culture points we have so that we can progress towards victory as quickly as possible. Even considering the handicap that we have, which, by the way, I know I've said this already in this episode, but it's a really cool handicap that I don't know if I would have thought of putting in as a part of the game. So I'm really quite happy with that. That's such a cool aspect of expert mode. Anyways, enough going on about how much I love different parts of the game, for right now at least. And now let's actually see. Oh, we don't even have enough money to build another mine. Let's go ahead and decline that. But how much are we growing by? 6,675 per minute. Okay. Very good. And we're spending something like... we're spending 500 credits a minute upkeeping our hab facilities. Okay. That makes sense and is good. And I think the next culture point we get is at 500 population. Yep. I was right. And we have a cap of 553. Okay. So, for right now, all we're doing is waiting for something new to happen, either to get a new culture point or to get enough money to do something, or for an in-game event to occur. Or maybe all three. I don't know how all three would happen, but that would be pretty epic, everybody. Getting a culture point, getting enough money to do something like maybe build another mine or something, and an in-game event happening. Cultural revenue. I don't know if we even have cultural revenue yet. Let me double check that. Nope, no cultural revenue yet. So yeah, we don't need to be accepting those cultural revenue boost pitches just yet. And I'm pretty sure we've got biospheres enabled. But I'm not going to be making the same mistake as I made on the Mars playthrough. I am slightly curious what would happen if we were to try and build the most extremophile of extremophile microorganisms and like spend as much money as possible to conserve it. I'm honestly curious to know what would happen about that, but I'm not making the same mistake twice, everybody. That's just not going to happen. Actually, 3 times, because loyal viewers of my show will know that I did try to introduce life a second time before it finally worked just today during this most recent episode of Mars. And if you haven't seen that yet, you should go see it, because it is quite the episode. A lot gets done, and it's just about as exciting as it's gonna get on this game. Beyond getting 100% victorious, and beyond finally achieving paradisiacal levels of habitability on a planet. So let's go ahead and why don't we go ahead and take a look at Mercury as it currently stands in the year 2485, because like I said, I left my game on, so a lot of stuff happened, a lot of stuff got thrown out of whack. And Rising Star. The talented singer Jedburgh is rapidly gaining popularity across Mercury, With the right support, he could become a true cultural phenomenon. How should we promote his work? You know, I kind of feel like we should do paid broadcasts. But live shows are more important, so that's what we're going to do. We need population, even if we are going to cap out kind of soon. We don't have that much more space right now. But, let's see. I'm curious. Cost 125,000 credits. We only have 98,680. Okay. Alright, so let's see this transmission. 2 free Genesis points. Alright, I'll be right back, everybody. Please bear with me. Alright, everybody, and we are back. We have 6 Genesis points now. 354 population, and climbing pretty quickly for this early in the game. And there isn't that much more to say beyond the fact that it is currently 2,485 AD. Or mission year 387, I believe. I don't know if you can check that anywhere. Let's see. Okay, in either case, let's decline that. We still don't have any cultural revenue. And beyond that, let's actually go ahead and start how many credits do I have? 120,000. We almost have enough. We're gonna end up spending most of our credits if we do this. I'm thinking about upgrading the level 1 hab unit in Yedbro. But, you know, a better investment of credits would be to wait until we have 2 million credits and research the hab complex. That would honestly be an even better investment of money and also of time. So let's see if we can't find more ways. Oh yeah, because we have a level 4 silver mine now. But we are earning 10,732 credits per minute, which is pretty good. And we've got an incoming transmission. Cultural revenue boost by 200% for an hour. No thank you. Now, there is honestly not that much left for us to do in this specific episode. So, for right now, I believe that the best thing to do may be to leave you all here for right now. The year is 2485. We have 406 people living on Mercury after some sort of catastrophic event where we couldn't upkeep we lost something vital. I don't quite know what it was yet. But we lost something vital that caused all the previous inhabitants of Mars to die. And we've recovered back to 415 people living on Mercury. And in just a minute here, we may actually want to finish it right now, it should just cost 1 Genesis point. Yeah, now we are officially increasing pressure, though not very quickly. 3 more Genesis points. Alright, let's go ahead and take up this offer. I'll be right back, everybody. Please bear with me. Alright, and we are back, everybody. We now have 8 Genesis points and 437 people living on Mars. Sorry, on Mercury. I'm just so used to talking about Mars because that's the planet that I've been playing for the past couple of months, actually. Now, let's go ahead and think about what we should do next. Let's check how much longer we have to wait. 92 minutes, so an hour and a half. Okay, so here's the deal, everybody. I know that long videos aren't super popular on my channel, but what would you think, comment below, what would you think if we had maybe an hour-long video from Mercury, just to kind of help balance out the handicap, for lack of a better word, that we can only put 1 culture point towards victory every 2 hours. That way we'd still be making progress, but it would also balance out with not having 2 to 3 hour long videos every time. So comment below yay or nay for 1 hour long videos on Mercury, and whether or not you enjoy you've enjoyed the experience of expert mode thus far. It helps me improve the channel, helps me make better episodes, and helps me entertain and educate you more. Now, we're going to go ahead and take this last transmission before we end this video, unless something else exciting happens. So, I'll be right back, everyone. Please bear with me this last time for the episode. And we officially have 10 Genesis points. Let's see what this transmission is. Whoa, another Genesis point offer already. I'm going to say no to this one, because I think the game's going to just keep serving them up until I stop. So, yeah. In 90 minutes, I believe. 89 minutes. Okay. In 89 minutes, we'll be able to do another culture point towards victory. And so, like I said, comment below if you are in favor or not in favor of 1 hour long videos from Mercury. And also comment below saying whether or not you're in favor of playing on expert mode in the future. And let's see, Yedborough is buzzing with rumors that a person, never clearly glimpsed but definitely humanoid, was seen walking freely on the surface without protection. A local legend has developed about the so-called hiker, a reclusive human, or even alien, surviving alone on the surface of Mercury. It's definitely an alien, because beyond the lack of air pressure and beyond the lack of food, beyond the far excess of heat, there's just no food anywhere to be had on Mercury without raiding the colonies, and we would know about that. Well, maybe not, but I think that the colonists would start catching on to that. 2 free Genesis points. No thanks, I'm ending this episode anyway. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Mercury. Let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments below, and what you think of 1 hour long videos, and what you would think of, and what you think of playing on expert mode. I'd love to hear your opinions, and if you've got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I will address them next time. So, thank you everyone for watching. This has been Eminough. This is Mercury, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!